Mathew Theodore, arguably the star of the Melbourne Victory youth side, joins us on the line on 11:16 SEN. Welcome to the Back of the Net Football Show, Matthew.
Hi, thank you.
Now, you're arguably, as I said, one of the better players in the Melbourne Victory youth team. Run us through this season a little bit. It's been a bit of a disappointing loss in terms of results, but I've been down to a couple of games myself, and the style of football is certainly quite good to watch.
Yeah, we've been working on that pretty much the whole time. We are a developing squad, and we're all trying to make the first team, so it's more about the progression and how you're playing rather than results. Even though results are important, and winning is part of playing first team football, it's more about the development of all the young players.
How important is it to have a league in Australia for the young kids? I know lots of players would be playing in the Victorian Premier League or other state leagues before they got a crack at the A-League. How important is it to have a good league for the younger players to ply their trade and show their worth in?
Yeah, I believe it's very important because it gives the opportunity to step up from youth league to senior level, but in a national competition, not just state level.
Yep.
And the recognition that you get playing in a top division in your country will establish your name, to help you go on further with Socceroos or just going overseas.
For sure. Run us through your background, Matthew, as a footballer, and what led to you signing for the Melbourne Victory youth side.
Well, I started out at Bundoora and I went to Meadow Park in Preston, and from there I made the Victorian state teams in under 15s and 16s. And at the time, Ernie Merrick was the coach of the VIS, and he asked me if I wanted to be part of the VIS, which I accepted. And then from there, I had some 2 years at the Institute, and then went on to the AIS, and from there, I was there a year and a half, and around June this year I joined Melbourne Victory.
Was it an opportunity you jumped at to get the call from Melbourne Victory, and I'm sure it wouldn't have required too much persuasion to sign for them?
Oh no, definitely. Being a National League team, there's no better team in Melbourne than Melbourne Victory. And just being in a professional environment, it's the best lifestyle.
Now, you're considered as a rising star of the youth squad. Do you feel much expectation in that role?
A little bit more only from me, but because I'm always striving to make that next level and that. And when Ernie Merrick or someone says you got to make more runs into the box or put in a few more tackles, the onus is on me to do it. If I want to do it, then I'll do it to be part of the team, otherwise he'll find someone else that can do it. Yeah,
what have you learnt alongside the likes of Archie Thompson, Kevin Muscat and other seasoned professionals in training with the senior squad? Of course, a couple of Costa Rican stars there, and Lopez and Carlos Hernandez. What do you pick up from those sort of guys? As
a young player, you just want to perform well and impress in front of those players and the coaches. And what I've learnt is that the standards are a lot higher from youth level. With youth level, not that you can afford to muck around a bit and that, but you can get away with it a bit. But in first team, you must perform. So it's a way of life, for Muscat and all these other players.
Okay, you're in the match day squad against Adelaide at Hindmarsh Stadium a little earlier this year. What were the nerves in the build-up to that game like? And also, tell us a little bit about the song that you had to sing to the boys pre-game. I understand a bit of a ritual amongst the squad.
Well, I'll start with the song because that distracted me from the game a bit. I wasn't concentrating on the game at all until I'd finished the song. I sung "Stand By Me."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was petrified before it, but then I did all right. The players said that I wasn't the worst one, so I was happy with that. And then after that, then I was just focused on the game. And when the game had started and I was on the bench watching, just the intensity of the first 20 minutes, I'd never seen anything like it, being up that close. And Mitch Langrak was sitting next to me, and I asked him, is it always this intense?
Yeah.
And at the time he said, yeah. But then after the game, he was like, "Matty, I've never seen a game so intense." Like, he didn't want to scare me.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I was over there. That was a wonderful game, and what a result for the boys. And interesting choice of song, Matty. Hope it was sung with a bit of gusto. Are there any aspirations to go overseas and play? Obviously, you want to establish yourselves with the Melbourne Victory, play part of the senior squad, maybe a little bit later this year or the following year. But you have been, I suppose, talked about as one of the up-and-coming bright prospects in Australian football. Is there that burning desire inside you to go overseas?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's every boy's dream to go overseas, but I want to establish myself here with Melbourne Victory before moving across.
Mathew Theodore, the coach of the Victory youth side, we had him on this program a couple of weeks ago, and he said that you've been easily the best player so far this season across the entire youth league. What's it like to get a comment like that, and also what has his impact been on the young kids?
Well, always getting any praise from anyone, especially from Mathew Theodore. It's just great. But you can't get complacent or anything. You must just keep working and progressing and getting better and looking to make that next level with the first team and just breaking in.
Well, we hope you can certainly do that in the coming weeks. We'll keep our eye on you, Mathew, and enjoy heading down to the youth game and seeing you pulling the strings in the middle of the park, mate. Thanks for joining us here on 11:16 SEN, and good luck with your hopes and aspirations to break into the first team.
Thank you.
All right, it's Mathew Theodore there, one of the stars from the Melbourne Victory youth side, joining us here on 11:16 SEN, Melbourne's home of sport.